Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. And I didn't expect to have these cards on the tarot table so early in the year. It is, after all, still August, but we have the Nightmare Before Christmas cards on the tarot table for this reading because as part of this new Netflix deal, which is basically nothing burger, not such a big deal at all, but it's a face-saving maneuver, it seems to me anyway, my opinion. We are getting a With Love Meghan Christmas Special. And I'm quoting from the press release in People magazine this December. Join Meghan in Montecito for a magical holiday celebration. Together, friends and family deck the halls, create holiday feasts, craft heartfelt gifts, and share lots of laughs. It's a holiday wonder with warmth, tradition, and a generous dose of joy. Doesn't it just make you feel sick? Interesting that she can't quite bring herself to use the word Christmas in any of this. But anyway, it has been described by the press release as a Christmas special, if not by her. It sounds to me like she's trying to out Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who, of course, over quite a few years now has put together that wonderful carol service at Westminster Abbey, which is something of a well, it's not something of a success. It's a great success on British television. It's doing very well for the broadcaster. It's very well received. People look forward to it. It's very family oriented. It's very heartfelt. It's very traditional and spiritual and all of that. And it very overtly features the royal children. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. So I'm wondering if in her attempt to out Catherine, my opinion, we're also going to get the big reveal, Archie and Lilibet. Note that there's no mention of the has-been in this. It's joining Meghan in Montecito. Where is the has-been? One would like to know. One is going to ask the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. We're going to ask why we have to endure this, what's really going on, what's the motivation for this, just generally, are we going to get the big reveal of the kids? We might have had it long before, of course. Are we going to see them in the flesh for real? We've seen one surfing, allegedly. Are we going to see the has-been there? And is this to out Catherine? The true motivation? I'm going to ask that question, and then I'm going to ask how it's going to do. I have to say I'm looking forward to this. I'm not going to renew my Netflix subscription, not at all, but I'm going to make sure I get clips of it wherever, and thank you to those of you who are going to hate watch for us and show those clips. So, where are we now? Tarot for fun and entertainment, and yes, this is going to be entertaining, and of course just my opinion and just gossip and scandal and speculation that we look at here. Just read energy and disclaimer in the box below, and snoring Tess in her bed. Let's see what we can see with the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. 6-card reading and see what we have and what is going on, underlying energy. There we have it. And that's the 9 of Potions, the 9 of Cups in this tarot. I have forgot that it's one of these ones with the weird, it's not the usual pentacles and what's it. So 9 of Potions. It's a novelty tarot. It's a dark tarot. The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is her dream come true, wish fulfillment. She's got what she wanted out of this. There must have been tears and legal threats and, or possibly other things that start with a black and then end possibly even with "You've Got Mail." I don't know. But she got her dream, 9 of Potions. She's got her opportunity to put together her With Love Meghan Christmas Special to out Catherine, in my opinion. And it's the 9 of Potions is that lush kind of indulgent energy. It's the glutton card of the tarot. Normally quite a large chubby fellow surrounded by cups that have been drained empty. And it's all the festivities, the overindulgence and all of that stuff that we are being promised. But it's probably strawberries cut and that ghastly rosé, and then maybe the odd butternut and cherry tomatoes stuffed in a basket, because that seems to be the extent of what she can manage to put together in terms of platters and things like that. Quite grotesque, her food. Food shouldn't be called grotesque, I know, wrong word. Situation. High Priestess, this is quite a conjuring energy here, manifesting, cooking things, you know, in this particular Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. I think I can use the word cooking up something here with the High Priestess. Look at the eyes. And there's a name for those eyes, and I can't think what it is, but it's the Charles Manson eyes that we've seen. And we have seen them on the face of our delightful Duchess, being pointed out by quite a few body language types of people and people who are much more versed in psychotherapy and things like that than I am. There are the eyes. They're rather spooky, aren't they? They're rather filled with a certain intention or energy that could be quite strange and even dangerous, in my opinion. I'm just reading energy here and I'm looking at those eyes. Oh my, I want to cover mine rather than look at them. But anyway, that's the energy, that's the heart of this thing, which is rather chilling if you are speculating, as I am, that the person you are reading on is trying to out Catherine, the Princess of Wales. So why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? Putting together this holiday special when so far with Love Meghan has just been universally mocked and has failed dismally. What's going on? King of Candles, that's the King of Wands. Do you know, I'm getting such a weird energy from this. Yes, it's Meghan show-offy energy, because she can be the King of Candles as a fire sign woman. She usually comes through as the Queen of Candles or Wands. Is that, look at me, aren't I glorious, aren't I brilliant, aren't I fantastic, isn't everything I do just so fun and entertaining and desirable and dramatic, and you can't tear your eyes from me, all about me. But there's someone else who often shows up in my readings as the King of Candles, Prince William. Yes, I think that this is aimed at him. And this is a stretch, I know, but this is my speculation, my wild speculation for me as an energy reader, that this is see how much fun we're having in Montecito. See how much fun the royals could have had if they'd only swapped, if you'd only swapped, and if you'd chosen me instead of her. Your life could be like this. You could be going around barefoot in Mudslide Mansion at Christmas with those chopped strawberries and that ghastly rosé, instead of having to put on your fancy clothes and go to Westminster Abbey, which I'm sure smells terribly musty, and sit on a cold hard pew and sing boring Christmas carols with her. There it is. Okay, let's move on to the children. Are we going to see actual children? Faces of, irrefutably, Archie and Lily. What are we getting? And we are, and I have to read upside down, the Knight of Needles in reverse. That is the Knight of Swords. Little imp there with this pointy thing, herding you into hell. The Knight of Needles, Knight of Swords in reverse, is something that's not thought through. Because the Knight of Needles or Swords is shrewd, is quick-witted, lives on their wits, basically, the brains of the tarot, really. Fast-acting, rescuer energy, quick-witted, quick to do things, sort things out. In reverse, it can be a bit of a stupid thing that someone does because they are motivated, in my opinion, by malice. I am getting that here. I am. That's just what's coming through for me. And that's my personal opinion. And I could be entirely wrong. And if I am wrong, I apologize for being so wrong. But I'm just getting something that's not thought through. Something that could backfire. Something that could be done also behind someone's back. I wonder who that someone is. And I wonder if that someone is going to be there. I'm not getting an overt reveal here. Not at all. I'm getting a miscalculation. That's what's coming through. Maybe a miscalculation in the sense that nobody cares and nobody watches and nobody even notices if the children are there. It could be that basic. But I think that this is a miscalculation that's going on here. A misstep. Behind this one's back, as she loves to call him. This one, the has-been, going to feature in this Christmas special. Ooh, I've got the devil. And I've got the devil in reverse. I don't think so. Because the devil is the claw that attaches him to her self. And that is escaping the claw. Escaping the toxic relationship. Is he going to pop up at Sandringham for the Christmas walk with Andrew and Fergie? And is that going to be the end of the royal family? I'm sure we'll be reading on that closer to the time with the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. But that is exiting something that's very toxic, that you feel chained to, you feel stuck in, the lies, the deception, the abuse, the obsession, the addiction, all of that stuff in reverse. And also, let's just say devil is Capricorn, Christmas is Capricorn time. I have a very odd notion that she might not have the kids in her clutches around then anyway. And yes, I'm sure the Christmas special is being filmed right now. And maybe they've got a snow machine at Mudslide Mansion to cover up the neglected garden, and they might have to cover the kitchen with snow as well to cover up. And I don't mean that kind of snow sniff sniff. What does she say? Can't remember the dog's name. You know, the dog that has to go to the fridge to get the Coke. But anyway, I don't think that she's going to be able to reel him in for this. There might be a pretend has-been that we see from the back, or is sort of ineptly edited into the thing somehow. And she might not have access to the kids at filming time either, even if she tries surreptitiously, tries something. I don't think she's going to succeed. Interesting. So to my point that I feel is the most important point of this thing, but that's just my personal opinion, is she trying to out Catherine? And overshadow, we know how she loves to overshadow. Is she trying to overshadow the Carol special, which won't be in Capricorn season, but will be in Sagittarius season? Is that what she's trying to do? And we got the 9 of Needles, and it's in reverse. The Nightmare, literally, card. The 9 of Needles, 9 of Swords. And it's interesting how it's portrayed as sort of the circus act. And the one-wheeled bicycle. The unicycle, let me rather say. I think that she is, because it's something that presses down on you and becomes overwhelming, the 9 of Swords, that you feel oppressed by, you're tormented by. It's a mental construct that keeps you awake at night. And how can I get my way out of this? How am I going to escape this energy? And it is in the escape aspect, because the card is in reverse. So it's like she's trying somehow to push the nightmare away from her. It's like to wake up from a nightmare. And the nightmare is that however much she tries to drag the Princess of Wales down, the Princess of Wales rises higher up, becomes more elevated, more admired, more charismatic and more powerful. And this is the last thing that Meghan wants. So I think it is a feeble attempt to resolve her own nightmare, and that Catherine has become this nightmare figure for her, that she's trying to wrestle with. King of Candles again, sitting under for me, this is how I'm reading this, because I know how my cards read. That's William energy. Okay. How's it going to be received? With love, Megan, a Christmas special. 2 of Candles. It's quite a grotesque 2 of Candles. 2 of Candles is 2 of Wands, partnership. It's not ghastly. It's not, howls of mirth or screams of horror. It's, it's Netflix partnering with Megan, and there it is. It's a meh kind of energy. It's like, okay, we expect this. Move on. Something else. I'm not getting anything strong in that energy. I'm not getting strong revulsion, and I'm not getting strong praise. I'm just getting okay. Netflix, they're going to bring on the good crew, as they've done previously. They had that poor guy who ended up having to interview Megan on set to get something out of her, to sort of coax words out of her. They'll put together a good crew. It'll be all glossy and sparkly and all of that stuff, so it'll look good. So for people who are wanting something to watch of an evening around the fire and all of that while they drink their mulled wine, there it is. But basically is how I'm reading it. But for her, a dream opportunity. She can't wait to do. That is the reading. Thank you for watching, and see you again tomorrow.